He's gonna lay flat, and I get this on him. Darn! Oh, what am I gonna do from here? Penn State action. Sit down on it. Put that tricep, or your forearm right in that tricep. Pull it in. Keep a hold on that wrist. He's gonna grab onto his jack like any smart person would. Keep that 3-point on him. Turn over, get to here. Let your arm slide through. He's gonna keep that hand in. Just get your hand to his elbow. Into his ribs. A little bit of a snatch. Done a little bit faster, you may end up in this position. Sit out and over. If he gets to here and he's a bull, you can't turn him. Keep turning him over. Go for a hold down. If he's that stubborn, go for it. If he says no hold down, puts his arms up to get air, arm locks. Key thing on arm locks, always step over the head first. Not step over the body first, because he's going to be able to do too many things with his head to block. He's going to be able to wing it through your legs. Stay in here so you can't get that proper angle. Real quick thing with my legs, if you remember what I did back here, when you're on your back playing defense from this position, you have to have that motion. That's a lot of your windmill idea. Round the head for rolls. Round the arm and the head for rolls. We're going to go from this position. You got to here. You can't sit out on it. And you're just going to try to pull the person over. Step over the head. Maybe you're sitting. Maybe you're being really lazy. You don't have this deep, but you're being lazy. You're going to try to muscle it. Most people are going to want to do this. Turn over. Roll back. I lost all my leverage. If you get to here, and he's turning all the way down on it, turn all the way through on it. If you can't put your crotch in here tight, sitting, pull him up and do it. If you're sitting here and you're like, oh, I can't get it, pull it up to your roll. Same idea, pull it up. Instead of going back, go forwards. Take it in. Go forward. Head down, shoulder roll. Right? Arm lock. Notice what I'm always doing. Covering the whole forearm. This isn't going to do it. That's going to be your slide. Forearm is going to rake right on his forearm. That little grind there. All right. Okay, we just covered some of the turns in arm bars, some of your leg maneuvers, legs to figure fours, just simple arm bars with your legs. Leg locks, one of my favorite. I'll do them from this side. You get to here, one knee up deep in his crotch, other knee angled into his hip. Scoop the ankle, lift it. Take this foot, and it has to be 90 degrees to his leg. As high up on his crotch as you can. Once it's up, figure four. From here, throw it down, arch forwards, figure four, put your foot over the back of his calf. From here, you'll have to work on this to figure out the maneuver you need to do. If he turns his knee in, angle your knee. You can still keep it. You're just going to counter by turning also. If he turns his knee out the other direction, ride his hips. Ride his hips. Look where we're going. So worrying about his legs, turn them to get to his arms. Good baiting. You're in there. Maybe you get to here and he's not going to let you have that angle. He's not going to let you have it. From here, open his hips up. Slip. Keep that figure four. You can't find an arch into him, but keep his knee in the air and turn his hips over. Straddling the leg. over, hold down positions, sliding back. A lot of options from here. You turn them over, main idea. Over again, slide. We're covering different angles of what he may do also in these. Maybe he's in his base, and you might get to this position. What kind of submission comes from here? Probably one of the most beautiful ones. Sit down on it. Kind of lazy, I sat down all the way. As you sit down on it, ride him a little bit, look for his instep. You cannot grab toes in Sombo. Can't grab his laces up here. Your shin bone is directed into his calf. It's not an Achilles submission. You're not separating his knee joint. You're forcing your shin into his calf. Pull. Now that's painful right there. I've seen tapes where people will do it this way. Ineffective, most effective. As you're holding this, drive something into it. This doesn't drive it in. I'm pulling my foot back, so I gotta pull this back further. Hold this here, drive your foot forwards. More effective. Also allows you to have that balance. If you're here, you're tied up here, completely. If he gets in this position and says, I'm not doing this, and rolls over also, and you're in this position, he's gonna pull your foot down. Now you're both tied up here in this neutral idea. Bad move. Here, you have an idea. While we're here, Ron's gonna do a popular counter. I'm hurting this leg. He's gonna put his heel right underneath here, and he's gonna, no. There you go, push that up. As he does that, he's gonna reach up and grab my wrist. Both hands, pull my wrist through. There's his arm bar right there. So I'm still working on this. Sorry about your legs. As you're pulling this down and pushing, he's going to help himself out and push that away. As he does that, he's going to turn through and pull that wrist out. Main thing why he has to grab the wrist anyway. This is my power hand. This one doesn't do much because it's too far of a reach. I can hold it here, but this is the one that really pulls it in. He's taking this grip off. Oh, sorry, Ron. There's one of the most beautiful leg locks you can do to someone. Is that nice grapevine, sit out, pull it in with a really nice counter, and that person sees it. When Ron sees it's happening, he's going to sit out on it right away. I'm in on it, he sees me doing this, he goes right to here. Now, he can keep his foot protected. Look where he's at. Big time, leg comes over the head. Good action right there. All right, we covered arms, we covered legs, we covered some baiting back and forth, how to go from one technique fluent into another technique, what to look for. Good ideas. We're going to do a straight leg lock. Easiest way for me to show this is to compare this to the arm bar where your legs are across the head and you're arching backwards. Their elbow bending this way and you're straightening out using your entire body. Very similar. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to be in that same position. My hips are now the fulcrum. His knee now bends like his elbow would. And lock up onto it. You have the scissors across his butt. One leg might not work. Scissors, keep it tight. Now notice, isolate and extend. This is more powerful because you can see the degree of his leg now. Up here, I've got to take it about 5-10 degrees before I can go back with it. It's already straight. I can put more pressure by inhaling. Here, you have to pull it more. Either side, but main thing, cup it with your elbow. A lot of people will do it this way. You don't have the leverage. Use your elbow and really lock onto it. And let your body do the work. Now, you might not always get it straight. He might turn his knee angled a little bit. So you might have to isolate again, and I can feel where his kneecap is. His leg is going to bend towards that wall. So I'm going to cheat my butt. Take the same position. It could be the other way. I could be here. He's going to turn it the other way. He's going to turn his toes in. So I'm going to cheat my butt a little bit and lock it. The main way to get that ankle lock. Where does that happen? That happens when Ron is, let's see, yeah. It could be on this ankle, and actually let me get on this side. It could be here, and we're fighting this way. Same side, you've seen the test of manhood idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to start turning over. He still has my ankle. He has it, but he doesn't have it locked. I'm going to turn it all the way over. As I do that, you got to keep rolling, rolling. Same idea. Let's see. These are really nice coming from throws. Okay. Instead of trying to go over how to get into them more, we'll do them from different angles as well. I might be in this position. He might be on top of me, working on one-on-one, trying to stretch me out. I see that leg come up. There I go. Throwing his body back right to here. That can happen very simply where I'm in my base, he starts reaching for one-on-ones, he's straddling a leg. He's got that knee riding up. I'm just going to turn. Let's do that one from a better angle. Now work from here. He starts stepping up. I'm going to turn through. Use your legs now to throw his body weight off of you and catch. I always wondered why he did stuff like this. He won. That's basically why.